Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm just going to be talking about my plans and where I want to take things for 2021. Not that it's of utmost importance to people, but I think it's important to kind of put things down on the page and then you can kind of look back and see how well you fared. I think planning or forward planning is a very important part of any person's life or business. Before I get into it, if you do want to support me, do that by now. You can do that by liking, commenting and subscribing. I won't mention anything about adverts because apparently it goes against my contract, so who would have thought. So yeah, I'm going to show you some nice coins whilst I kind of talk about these things. Now you may be saying, oh Sean, why are you showing me graded coins? These are just coins that have ended up in my private collection, really. A couple of them maybe on the chopping block, this one maybe, but this is collection. These two here are part of my collection. This one here, I'm undecided really. But I've got these out because I kind of wanted to highlight part of my strategy. So I want to be getting in some of the better coins that I can hold on for longer now. Since I got my loan in, it's been easy because I have the cash flow to hold on to the coins I need. It's given me the firepower to really punch above my weight, and that's something I struggled with before. So now I can get stuff in like this. There may be 40 to 50% profit margin in this to the right buyer. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to sell it, but it's nice to know that the value's locked in. So that's one of the things I really want to progress on this coming year, or this year. There's a lot of fantastic quality coins out there, and it's a case of finding them for the right price, kind of slabbing them or moving them onto the right home so I can build up an inventory of quality coins. Like the bread and butter is always going to be stuff like this. This was just on the side, so I sold a couple of these earlier. And I'll always get stuff in that where I can make the margin that I feel necessary. Now, I'm not kidding myself. I think 2021 is going to be a tough year, but I've got enough in terms of stock and enough in terms of high quality stock that I paid at a very reasonable rate for to keep me ticking over. All I have to do is kind of survive the year. I've traded for one day and I've already made a sizable amount on day one, which, considering it's thin on the ground in terms of buyers, I'm doing okay. And that's what you can do. It gives you the flexibility when you do have stock like this, because there's going to be a buyer who's like, okay, I want that, instead of having your standard stuff where everyone's competing and the downward pressures are there because of competition. You can bring out the good stuff and really make your mark on the market. So that's one of the strategies. Number two, yes, I do want to open an office, or at least somewhere where I can buy from the public. That's been on my agenda a while. You've probably noticed in a few videos where I've said there's competition and these guys are professionals. They are, and I'm not really scared of going toe to toe with people. If it means I have to kind of up my game or I have to do things differently to compete, then that is what it is. I don't doubt my ability in any way, shape or form. I have a top quality education, I've got the drive and I've got the skill set, so I don't have a problem going toe to toe with anyone. And I've also got the firepower now to do it. So if I have to go out and start buying from the public and kind of pivot my business, then that is what it is, and I'm perfectly okay with that. It's a bit of a shame because the groups should be an ecosystem, but like I said before, if it's a choice between someone else and myself, I'm gonna back myself, and I'll always look after my own and my customers and my group. But if there are other dealers on the groups who don't respect those boundaries, then you either have to outcompete them or you have to get rid of them by other means. And unfortunately, that's business and that's life. It's one of those things. Now, the third thing I want to do for this year is I want to launch a magazine. This is probably of the utmost importance to me. I've got a very good very good giveaway for the first edition. I've been working quietly on it in the background. there's a lot of things I need to go through before I actually launch it, but I need maybe 200, 300 people just to get it off the ground. I need essentially £1,000 just to get the first issue off the ground if I'm talking about my expenses, my time, and also the giveaway I want to do. But if I can do that, it means that I can get advertisers on board, and I can just say, well, hang on, look, I've got this channel, I've got this group, and there's these other groups, and I've written this magazine, there's clearly a readership, do you want to advertise in it? And then over time I can gradually bring the pricing down, which is where I want to be. Put the cost onto the professionals and put it out there for the groups. That's how I built my name, and that's kind of how I want to do things moving forward. Now, I don't know if this magazine will flop. I don't know if there's even a want for it, but from the sample group I've spoken to, they all seem pretty keen on it. So I stopped showing coins, didn't I? I think the groups need something like that. I think you really need to bridge the difference between people like myself who have the knowledge and people who are just hobbyists. That's part of the hobby. The hobby's not just about buying and selling. Yeah, that's the fun part for me, but I also like the fact that I can pick something up and it's the history, and it's the fact that I'm a custodian of certain things these days. That's what interests me. And if I can get back to basics and get back to the reading and researching, which is where I'm at, I'd love to do that. If you said tomorrow, hey Sean, here's £2,000 a month, make this magazine, make it work. You know, I probably would tone down the coin dealing. I probably would. I've been wanting to get out of coin dealing for a while. I'm probably a reluctant coin dealer, and it's kind of ironic because in point number 2, as I said, I want to open an office. But I want to build lots of things, and coin dealing is something that I love, but it's something that takes a lot of time and a lot of my energies. And I think there's other things I want to do within the coin world that I probably would enjoy as well, equally enjoy. It's not always about money, but it has to pay the bills, because I don't want to work for the man again. You know, I've tried that, and it's not for me, unfortunately. So goal number 4, this is kind of like a quasi goal. I'm kind of getting a lot of requests about grading. Hey Sean, do you do grading? Will you be doing grading? And the answer is maybe, I don't know, but I reckon I will look into it, because if people want to send stuff to me for grading, that makes sense for me to do it. I think Newcastle makes £5 a coin. I won't be charging that. He's coming for a bit of flack of late. Maybe some of that's deserved, maybe some of it's not. I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but there has been a lot of interest in it. And if I can combine having an office, doubling it up with the magazine, and then also get people to send stuff there to get graded, you can see how it kind of fits in together. Also, the stamp business is being wound down. I will make a video about it within the next month or so. So we've decided to run the business down. Doesn't mean I'll be completely out of stamps, but something happened between my ex-partner and I think we just got to the point where we both needed a fresh break, and that's okay. So yeah, they're kind of my goals for the year. I don't really set monetary goals. I think it's the wrong aim. I want to provide value, and if I do provide value, then in turn I get paid for making that value. As an entrepreneur, I create value rather than I create money. That's always been my mindset. And if I can get this magazine off the ground and create value in that way, you know, I'm more than happy to do it. I don't know. Tell me what you think of that idea. I don't know what the price point would be. It'd be between £3 to £5 an issue, but there would be a giveaway. I could do it cheaper without a giveaway, but over time, I think the more people who read it or who subscribe to it, the cheaper I could bring it, because I could put the onus on the advertisers. Yeah, apart from that, I hope everyone had a fantastic new year. Like I said, I just wanted to put some goals on the page so I can look back and see what I achieved and what I didn't achieve and what I could do better. You know, 2020 was a really, really tough year for me. It was a lucrative year for me compared to past years, but it was a really tough year, and I kind of realised I don't want to work every hour under the sun. You know, I want to make a fair amount for me You know, if I can make £100 a day every day, you know, I'd be over the moon with that. But I don't want to do it at the expense of my health, which is something that I kind of did last year. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Tell me what your goals are. You know, I'd love to hear them. Like maybe they coincide with each other. I know some of you guys buy from me. Yeah, if you did like the video, please like, subscribe and comment. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, kind of got that one wrong. But if you do like my content, you know what to do by now. And I hope you have a good evening. Bye.